system out in the Atlantic right now. There, look, I made room for more shoes. This is just paranoia at this point. And it's not a very big... Oh, wait. There's another... Oh. Hi, I'm Siren, and this is the story of a long-time dream of owning a bluewater boat to continue traveling the world in. I sold my house to buy a 1976 Tayana 37, a true gem of Taiwanese craftsmanship. Living aboard, I have Garrison, a sick pigeon that I rescued out of the water in Key West, and Sebastian from Home Depot. It hasn't been easy, and I've been lucky to have help along the way, but now I'm on my own. I've done repairs to the teak deck, I've replaced some rigging, and I've completed a lot of projects around the boat, but she still needs work, like new chain plates, and all new rigging, and fixing the leaks in my deck fittings. It's been a masterpiece of misadventures so far, so hit that subscribe button and join me on this quest to find far-off lands, deep seas, and fun waves. Alright you guys, there is a potential storm. I have to leave the boat late tonight. I am going up back to North Florida. I have 2 boats sailing at the same time. If you don't know, I am still a broker even though I'm here doing this. Boat sales are not that great this year. It has given me the opportunity to be able to balance this life. However, I've got to get up there and I have to leave the boat unattended on the mooring bowl. But we have a system out in the Atlantic right now. They're not sure if it's going to develop into a tropical storm or a small hurricane, even though the actual storm is 5 or 6, 7 days out. If it develops into anything, I have to leave tonight, so I have to prepare today. So while everyone else is just enjoying the sunshine and the sprinkles, I have to go prepare for a potential hurricane. So this is just what you have to do. You can't just walk away from the boat and say, it'll be fine, because then it won't. I'm just gonna take you through all the things that I have to do, and you're gonna spend the day with me getting this boat ready. Shouldn't be that bad, shouldn't be that much, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do anyway, so let's go. So in here we have the V-berth. This forward hatch up here does leak. I'm going to remove the section of the bed that catches the water. So this whole piece comes out. And to be honest with you, I will probably have new sheets on the bed because these are quite old and worn out. And when this leaks, it leaks like brown colored water. It's just putting brown spots on old white sheets. It's silly. I had just recently put this cover on top of the mattress because this is a waterproof cover. This was pretty cheap. It was less than $20. Ordered it off Amazon, had it in 2 days. But this is what I mean. This brown water comes from the forward hatch and puts these big spots because this is where it drips right here. Which this is fine. I don't mind this. I can wash this. This is under the sheet. Doesn't really bother me. I would rather it be this than my mattress or my sheet. So I'm good with that, but I'm going to pull this back. I did buy this in a king size because the queen is just almost too small. So this piece comes out and I'm just going to toss it all the way to the back because nothing back there leaks. And then this piece of wood right here also comes out. I think I'll do a lot of my laundry when I get to where I'm going. Alright, I've got some boots here that I need to figure out. I'm going to take this trash out later, and I think I'm going to leave that bowl there to catch some of the water. And usually I try to do something like that, and then they both end up catching water. So we'll just do it like that. Like any woman, I have a lot of shoes, and because I've done a winter and a spring and a summer on this boat, I have a selection. I'm not getting rid of these. These are my Chippewa boots. I got these off a friend and they're like these little booties and they're so cool in the winter time. Backup canvas Sperry's. I used to be sponsored by Sperry as a competitive surfer. Dozens upon dozens upon dozens upon dozens. That is why I'm now willing to wear them in the shower. It's dirty in here. There, look, I made room for more shoes. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just tighten this down. And then that way it's got a good seal on it. if I was able, I would go out and I would do a new sealant around this whole hatch, but it's been raining off and on all morning, and the reality is that that's just not gonna happen. This is just gonna leak. I'm gonna make sure that these are tight. These are my books. So the debate here is, do I move them to an area that I know doesn't leak, or do I leave them there because this area doesn't leak? This is an area that doesn't leak. So I'm just paranoid. This is just paranoia at this point. Let's leave those there. Now this one is a special one because this one has the cord for the Starlink coming through it. I'm gonna pull the Starlink inside. So we're gonna come back and deal with this. And also it's got plastic bags shoved in it because it's effective, but I really need to find a new remedy for that. In the head, there's not much to do. This is where the cowl vent is on the outside, and it definitely leaks, but I'm just gonna make sure that this is closed and kind of leave it at that. The rest of this head gets wet every time someone takes a shower in here anyway, so I'm not too worried about it getting wet. This area here is prone to some leaks. I've got a leak that comes in through up here and drips down, and then it kind of drips from this area, and you can see like there's some light water damage here where it'll drip like that. It's not a very big leak, but I don't want it to get all over my pillows, so I'm just gonna move my pillows kind of just out of that corner, really. I'm now in my little pilot cabin, and I need to get this one closed. I just use this one for ventilation, but oh, jeez. Alright, I just moved the Blue Eddy down inside. This stays in the cockpit a lot, and when it gets really hot, I throw a towel over it to keep the sun off of it, but this spot does not leak, so this is where it's gonna live for a little bit. And I've moved them here. Just because I know that these chain plates back here leak. My next move is to do the same thing over here. I just need to pull all this out, and I'm gonna set it right here on the settee with this stuff. Alright, the next thing I want to do is I want to use zip ties. Okay, I've never seen anybody do what I am about to try to do. I'm trying to just kind of help my case here. Zip ties are really strong, and you can use them anywhere. I don't think it'll hurt. There's a lot of stuff on deck right now. I've got gas cans here, and I don't have a board. Usually I would have a long board and everything would be strapped to that board. So I'm gonna run a line through them and tie them off to stanchions. I have the option here of going to the stanchion, making it snug right there, or going straight down to this cleat, which is maybe gonna get some downward motion on it to hold it snug down. Let me know in the comments which one you would do. I'm gonna try to make this really, really tight. I don't wanna put too much tension because I don't wanna, not that I think I'm strong enough to do so, but I don't wanna put a lot of tension on the stanchions and have a problem with leaking through those screws or anything like that. I might do a few, just to really make sure we're good here. Not that I think any of these half hitches are coming out, but whatever. I think they're all right. Because there's nothing in them, these should really be closed, in my opinion. There's nothing in them, and I don't want them to get rainwater. I need to get a fuel water separator for the dinghy, but yeah, I don't think these are gonna leave. Here comes a jet ski with a bimini. What? What am I witnessing? There's like a little part of me that's like this much of me, that much of me, that thinks that that would be actually kind of fun. A jet ski with a bimini top? I mean, I don't even want a jet ski. but there they go. Yeah, we'll just tie these off better and get that one tied off too. Tying them all off individually. And the other thing here is you can do round turns, half hitches, you can do cloves. A clove is probably the easiest for the solution and would probably work. Kind of your choice, I guess. I could have just done a clove and let it go. These are all kind of wedged in, and I think that they'll be okay. They'll be fine. One thing that I make sure to do when I'm tying these down is I tie them where all I have to do is just grab the tagline and just pull. And then from there, I'm just unlooping or doing whatever I'm doing. I don't like to just pull the last line through, because then if I have to come out here, like in an emergency situation or what have you, it takes a lot longer to get things undone when you can't just pop it open. So let me show you one. So these over here are all loose now because I've loosened the other side, but this is what I mean. So I leave it like this, so where all I have to do is just pull. And I can very quickly move this or you know, pull it up like this and tighten it or whatever I have to do. If I'm in the middle of a storm or something, it's a lot faster to get these undone or to snatch them off and tighten them very quickly and cinch them back down again. I didn't do it on all of them. Some of them were too short, you couldn't. That one's a clove, but on most of them, that's what I do. All right, I have to be really careful now because all I have holding this on at all is this very back one and that forward one up there. The whole other side's done. All these in the middle are done. This would be a lot easier with a second person, but I don't have a second person, so it's okay. I just fold back, like layer after layer, you know, just keep like rolling it essentially. All right, so I got that canvas down and I realized after I started doing it that I should have moved the boom back to center because it was kind of hard to roll. Like I just started like folding it over and then folding that over and then folding that over, and I rolled it up like that, and then I just you know, at the end. But I couldn't access the starboard side very well because the boom was off to one side. That's where I like to keep it because it's convenient for life on the boat. And it was very difficult to access that side to fold, so it didn't look very good when I got done, but it was good enough. I wrapped the ties around it and I've shoved it in my lazarette. If you do not know what a lazarette is, I'm going to show you now. This is my lazarette and I can fit down in mine, which is nice. On some boats you absolutely cannot. I've stowed the canvas here. On like bigger yachts, you'll have like dive tanks and tenders and all kinds of stuff, like a big walk-in area. But on my boat, I'm really lucky that I've got all of this because, you know, this is where my inverter lives and my shore power cords and pumps. There's all sorts of things going on down here, and there's access to the steering system and all that, or back that way. And then, yeah, just like that. And of course, as soon as I did that, a big storm started rolling in out of nowhere. That's just my luck. I could have just left that up and done this after, because I literally just took down the canvas that was protecting part of the deck, the butterfly hatch. I should have just waited. I've already pulled a bunch of stuff out and put it in the cockpit here with me that I'm going to pull off the boat, and now I've got to put all of that back inside. I didn't think it was going to rain today. Forecast said no rain. But earlier it sprinkled, and I looked at the radar, and the radar didn't even show rain on top of us. And it was raining. Here comes the wind. Here comes the wind. Oh man. Oh, that's coming fast. It's about to blow. Dirty clothes. Dadgum. There it is. Ah! Oh, oh, I gotta shut the hatches. Bye. Oh, no, no. All right, carry on. Whoa, which direction? I've swung around on this wall. I just looked up and saw a boat that I thought was on the other side of me. Oh, there's the wind again. Well, this is a really good test. I literally, just a second ago, there was so much rain and wind that I couldn't see, whoa. I couldn't see the boat in front of me. It's a nice test. Well, I kind of wrapped everything up right in the nick of time. I mean, that was perfectly timed. And it's not a very big... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There's another... Oh. We're about to get slammed again. Oh, boy. Here it comes. Round two. Round two. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was coming. It's like everything cleared for just long enough that I could see another wall, like, coming right at us. Garrison's not loving this at all. Garrison, it's alright, bud. It's alright. It's alright. Garrison doesn't love bad weather at all. So check this out. You know what this means? That means that I need to redo the waterproofing on all the canvas. I've got some waterproofing stuff from Starbright down there. I didn't think it was like ready to be done, but I guess so. This isn't the tropical storm. This is just welcome to Florida. Like this is everyday Florida thunderstorms. There's like multiple bands of rain like moving through. Shit, there's another one. Oh. Round three. One more band of rain. I don't know if it's one more, but I know there is another one. So there's one more thing I've got to do. I need to reinforce the lines on the mooring ball. There's some chafing going on from the bobstays that was never resolved. Should have been. And there is chafing gear. There's chafing gear on other areas, and I just want to leave them there. They're fine. They're still very functional, but I want to add line to that. So that is the next thing. So we'll just wait for this rain to pass, and then we'll do that. Looks like the rain's over. Yeah, I guess we can go up there and look at those lines and see what we're working with. There was something else too. Oh yeah, I wanted to take the canvas down over here and by the part of the bimini. I'm gonna move the boom back so it's straight. Put new lines on the mooring ball, and that might be it. Let's go take a look. Let's go see what it looks like right now. So the mooring ball's over here. This is exactly what's causing the chafing. That line is going completely under the boat. Yeah, somehow it gets wrapped around the ball, and then the ball gets stuck and it beats against the hull. It's getting chewed up. And I think it's because every time this happens, it's going under the boat and it's getting all scraped up on the keel. So on here are like these butterfly knots. And obviously this is spliced. Alright, the first step to moving this boom, because as you can see it's off to one side, that makes it a little bit easier to live because it goes out here and it would otherwise go into the middle and it would be like maybe in the way, I don't know. We're gonna move it back to center because if we get a good storm, I want it to be centered up. This thing right here that goes across, this long contraption right here, that's called my traveler. So this line right here usually runs through here. So we pop that out. So we're gonna come over here. The line runs through here. And it goes through there. We're gonna pull this. And what it's gonna do is it's going to slide the boom to the center. You see that? I'm also doing it slowly because I have one hand. That's about right. Oh, Garrison. Oh gosh. Garrison is in his hammock. No, don't flap in there. That's the whole point, Garrison. That's the whole point. He's biting at his wings. I got everything tight. You know, all these lines tight. Alright. It's good. This is a little bit of a complicated one because I can't unplug it from outside and bring the thing in. I actually have to unplug it from here. Jeez. So I'm going to take all these off. I can literally see through this cord where this is like been chopped in half. I never have ever liked the way that that was done, and I'm still looking for a solution. I did not approve of that when that was happening. Just want y'all to know that. That was not my choice. I didn't do that. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus or anything, but I wanted to put like maybe like some kind of like door sealer kind of stuff around and then like maybe cut a hole or something. I don't know. I didn't have a good solution, which is why I was overruled. I was kind of disappointed because I bought this Starlink and I paid like $750 or something like that for it. And then it was like 2 weeks later they came out with like the short one that doesn't have this giant base on it that's like $500. I was like, seriously? So now I want the new one, but I wanted the new one like 2 weeks after I bought this one. Just a shame. Alright, I'm just going to leave that bin there in case this up here leaks. We don't have to deal with that. And I got to put all this stuff in the tender. Okay, the tender's pretty much loaded. I've got Garrison here. One of the last things that I want to do, I've turned the stove switch off. I'm going to turn off the gas, and I have the key to the boat, and I'm going to lock it up. Yeah, I'm going to put Sebastian out here. Okay, I just gave him like a bunch of water. Yeah, I think he'll be good right here. Get some sunshine. Well, I guess that's it. We've completely prepped the boat. I did a few little things off camera. I don't think it's going to be a really serious storm. I think it's going to be a tropical storm or Category 1 at best. But I think that a good tropical storm could be enough to rip that solar panel off because it's not on there very well. So, going to be watching the weather and I'm going to be off the boat. So, going ashore, taking a shower, heading out. Bye!